with Lyme fatigue, it's literally like you're dying. You're walking dead. Like you weigh thousands of pounds and you cannot move. You cannot think. You cannot breathe. You cannot do anything. You don't know how you're going to get through the rest of the day. It's bad. Bad is not the right word for it. I don't even know the word for it. I can still place myself there. That's why I'm emotional about it, because it freaking almost took me out so many times. So, if you suffer from this, or, sorry, even people with chronic fatigue syndrome, people with different viruses, people with different aspects that create this fatigue, hang in there, try to figure out what works for you, please. You're not alone. I've said this before in so many other videos, you are not alone, but it's hard to not feel that when you are, did I say that right? It's hard to not feel that. You know what? I don't even know if I said that right. That's what this whole raw and real thing is. Sorry, everybody. You're not alone. And everybody has their own way out of it. I can't give you the answer. I know that I had to be extremely strict. I had to try all sorts of things. Every single little aspect to what I consumed or what I was around, like environmentally, every single thing made a difference for me. Everything. That's the only way I got out of it. And it was bad. It lasted a long, long time. And there would be little tiny wins with tests that went pretty well. There were so many fails, and the fails a lot of times resulted on me not just being on the sofa, couch, floor, because, by the way, I sleep on the floor. That's another story. It's actually kind of healthy, but anyways, less is more, right? To a fault. It's not just me not being able to get up and do anything. It is me trying to fight to live through that day. What in the world is out there that's worth living through it? Sorry, this is really, really a tough thing. This is why a lot of people that have chronic Lyme, they don't make it. Either they physically get taken out because it takes over enough of their body systems that they fail. They develop ALS, Lou Gehrig's. There's a number of things that are associated with Lyme disease. It is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. I believe that there's a way out. I don't think it's an easy way out, but there's a way out. I got out of that after years of barely getting through every day, and sometimes feeling like there's no way I'll ever feel halfway normal at all, ever again. And you give up, you don't care. And it is depression. It is depression, absolutely. It's also very physical as well. It's horrendous. Anyways, there's a way out. It's not easy. Everybody's individual with how they need to get themselves healthy. That includes diet, exercise, your environment, all sorts of things. How you're living your life. I can't answer any of those questions. I just figured out what worked for me. And all I can do is sit here and tell you. That's all. But that fatigue and paralyzation. Let me go back to the paralyzation very quickly, otherwise I'm going to run out of time here. I didn't have paralyzation until I tried to get allergy shots again, take allergy shots again. I had them when I was a child. They helped me a little bit. I hated every single one. I stopped them and I cannot even remember when. My memory still is bad. That's something I still hope fixes in time, but I have had a lot of brain issues. That's another video. It's not fun either. Sorry. So the paralysis came back when I took allergy shots later in life. I think I was around 25. And they hit me so hard with paralysis that I could not move. I could not leave work. I could not drive. I could not do anything. And I tried to let the doctors know that, and it just was not something that they were used to hearing. They knew that people could respond within 20 minutes of getting a shot, and that's pretty much all that they would understand. And I told them that nothing else changed, but every single time I go in and get them, this is what happens to me. Anyways, I had to stop those because every single time I got it, within 24 hours, I would have this paralysis happen. It would start with the tips of my fingers and the bottom and my toes, and it would work up. It would work up to my elbows, and then it would work up to my knees, and then it would get my whole limbs all the way to my core. And at that point, I had to be carried out of wherever I was. So I did not stay with those long because it was an obvious reaction that they didn't understand. That's fine. But when I stopped those, I stopped having that. However, once that bucket filled for me and I had that reaction of the paralysis, now that was something that when I became overwhelmed with things in my life, I would then develop paralysis. And it would happen the same way with the fingers and the toes, and then it would work its way up toward my core. And then when it got to the worst, it would hit me and I'm good for nothing. So that's the fatigue and the paralysis. As far as me with Lyme disease, it was torturous. And I still have to watch what I do. I have to watch my bucket. I have to watch how much I test, what I put my body through. All those things can add up for me. I don't know if I'll ever be out of the woods with that. Anyways. Sorry I got emotional, but you signed up for this. You watched it, so it's your own dang fault. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean that. You guys are very, very sweet to me. I always appreciate your comments. I appreciate your views, your shares, your saves, all that. I don't do it for any numbers. I don't really freaking care. I'm doing this for myself, and I'm doing this for whoever can be helped by it. So, thanks again for staying till the end. If you did, say it. Okay. All right. See ya.